Week 1 of the NFL season, Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the New Orleans Saints. What an amazing game. What a shootout. So much excitement, so much hype. I'm so excited to see how this NFL season is going. If the Bucs continue to play the way they do, man, the sky is the limit. Buc Nation all day. Week 1 of the NFL season is finally here, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers got their first win against the New Orleans Saints. You have no idea how excited I am. It's the third season opening win under Dirk Cutter as head coach. Great way to start the season. What I'm going to be doing today is going over my review and reaction of this first game of the season, and then I'm going to end it with the 3 strong points of our team in this game and the 3 weak points of our team in this game. Plus, I'm going to give my prediction for next week. So, stay with me. If you are new here, make sure you click the subscribe button down below. So with Jameis being suspended, a lot of people were anticipating that the Bucs would start out 0-3. I was in the boat saying worst case scenario, we were going to steal 1 win, and that probably would have been against the Saints just because they are a division rival and we usually play them very strong. Luckily, that did come to fruition. 48-40, great game. I'm surprised that we came out that strong. Ryan Fitzpatrick during the preseason looked solid. He looked pretty good. He looked like he could manage the game and not lose it for us, but let me tell you, I was wrong. He came out the gate. Saints scoring first drive. I was really nervous. I was like, same old Bucs. What was it, like under 3 minutes, the Saints went down and scored, but then we threw that bomb to Deshaun, tied it 7-7, and opened the floodgates from there. Ryan Fitzpatrick was playing absolutely flawless. I've never seen a Bucs quarterback play that well ever. That might have been a better game than that Jameis stretch last year against Carolina and the Falcons. But let me tell you, I am so excited and happy the offense came out humming. This was the offense we were all expecting. We have all the receiving weapons in place between Chris Godwin, Deshaun Jackson, Mike Evans, Humphreys, OJ Howard, Cameron Brate. The run game was a little suspect, but Peyton Barber has been solid. He played a pretty good game and, got us what we needed in this game. But Ryan Fitzpatrick, man, I got to tip my hat off. I wasn't really surprised that he could play like this because he has played at a really high level before. To me, he's not a backup quarterback. He's more of like a average to below average starter. So, it wasn't going to be bad that he was in. He has the experience, 14 years in the NFL, played on 7 teams. He came from Harvard, obviously very smart guy. So he definitely knows what he's doing. The Saints though, you can never, ever believe that the Saints are out. At one point we were up 48-24 and I was like, you know what, we should feel comfortable, but it is the Bucs and it is New Orleans. Drew Brees never, takes his foot off the gas, and they made it really close. Luckily, Ryan Fitzmagic, aka Vic Patrick, got us that scramble on 3rd and 11, got us the first down, and sealed the game for us. It should have really never been that close, but what can you expect with the way our defense has been these last few years? Overall, a very solid game. I'm so proud of my boys, so proud that we were able to start this season off right. And I'm feeling kind of confident right now. I don't know if it's that initial buzz from Tampa winning, or maybe I'm excited that the season started, but to get a road win in that environment against the defending NFC South champs, against a team that really should have advanced past Minnesota last year, I'm excited. I think it's a good sign moving forward. We were the biggest underdogs in the NFL this week, and we came out and we proved a point. 8-point win. Again, should have been a bigger win. We were up 24 at one point, but I can't complain about that at all. I don't want to end this video on a negative note, so I'm going to start off talking about the 3 worst things from this game. First weak point is Mike Smith. I don't know what is going on with Mike Smith. We had that 5-game stretch in 2016 where we were playing solid, and since then it has been complete garbage. He did not have the team ready to play. All offseason we were hyping up the D-line. We got Jason Pierre-Paul, Vinny Curry. We stacked up this defensive line. All it accounted for was 1 sack. You can't complain about 1 sack, but still should have been much better. I mean, the D-line did do a little bit, but overall Mike Smith did not have the team ready, or maybe he just didn't have the right game plan. I don't know. I don't think he should stay beyond this season if the defense continues playing like this. Mike Smith, I don't know what to say about Mike Smith. This isn't the first time Mike Smith has lost his games or almost lost his games, so something's got to go on. Dirk Cutter's really got to sit down with Mike Smith and, lay down the law. Let him know we're not playing these games no more. Like, we really got to get this defense going. We got the best offense that we've possibly had in ages, and the defense has to keep up. Second weak point of the team was the defense as a whole. The secondary was pure garbage. I know Brent Grimes was out. If it takes 1 player being out for your entire secondary to collapse, that's really bad. We have no depth at corner. I know we have some rookie corners and they take time to develop, so it's not really on them. It's more, again, on Mike Smith for not being able able to develop and craft a great game plan to counter the Saints. He's played the Saints so many times in Tampa. He's played them even more in Atlanta. So he's had experience with Sean Payton and Drew Brees, and that's just unacceptable. The defense did pretty good with those 2 turnovers, and the 1 fumble return really was the difference in this game. But I mean, overall, the 1 sack, 2 turnovers. The turnovers were great. The sack was okay. I mean, we gave up almost 500 yards to the Saints. Drew Brees, he completed like 80-some% of his passes. Michael Thomas had 180 yards receiving. Kamara had almost like 130. Like, you know, that's completely unacceptable, especially when you had all offseason to game plan against the New Orleans Saints. And the third weak point, which isn't really a weak point, but I had to mention it because I wanted to get 3. Catanzaro with the field goals. He missed that final field goal, which if we lost, he would have been completely blamed for it, but he's got to make that. If he makes that, we're up 11 and the Saints literally have no time. It wouldn't have to come down to our final drive and Fitzpatrick rushing to get that first down. So Catanzaro, step your game up. I'm not going to really complain much more than that because you made every extra point and you made 2 other field goals. So, you know, you definitely played a big role in this win. Now to get to the 3 strong factors in this game. Number 1, Dirk Cutter and Todd Monken. I got to credit Dirk Cutter for giving up play calling because that was like his specialty his entire career in the NFL. And, you know, that's what got him the job as the Tampa Bay head coach. So for him to give up the play calling duties to Todd Monken, that really speaks a lot because that's kind of his bread and butter in the NFL. It gives him an opportunity to walk around and dabble in other phases of the game, talk about time management and situational football, so it kind of frees up his workload. But Todd Monken, come on, what a game plan. I don't know if he's that great of a play caller and, you know, he was just airing it out and opening up the offense, or it was just the Saints really didn't have any film on him and his trends and his styles in game calling. But whatever it was, his play calling was impeccable, a lot of deep shots. He just kind of mixed it up and really left the Saints unable to do anything. They had no idea how to stop us at all. Number 2, Ryan Fitzpatrick, aka Fitzmagic. What an unbelievable game by Fitz. He completed like 21 out of 28 passes, 420-ish yards, 4 touchdowns passing, a rushing touchdown, no interceptions, no questionable throws, no throws in really, you know, bad situations. Like, he played as good of a game as I've seen any quarterback play ever. Like, who would have thought that Ryan Fitzpatrick would connect on all those deep balls? We did have a couple missed opportunities, like that deep ball to Godwin along the right side when he was wide open. The defender fell and Godwin would have had an easy 40, 50+ yard touchdown. Fitzpatrick was rushed and, you know, overthrew it a little bit, but that's okay because he made up for it in every other time in the game. Just those deep balls to Deshaun Jackson, Mike Evans. That touchdown to Mike Evans was beautiful. Perfectly placed ball right in the breadbasket. Evans was just able to reach out, get it in stride, and, you know, take it into the touchdown. So overall, Fitzpatrick played an unbelievable, impeccable game. Great asset to this team. What a great backup that we have. So when situations like this happen, he can carry the team when needed. And the third best thing is the offensive line. I gotta credit them. We had over 100 yards rushing as a team. I know a lot of it came from Fitzpatrick, but still, they were able to open up holes early for Peyton Barber and get the ball going. And they gave up 0 sacks all game, which is absolutely amazing considering that a lot of the talk this year was, can the O-line prove itself? And I think they definitely did prove themselves. They gave Fitzpatrick enough time to stand back and wait for the deep balls to develop. They gave him space to run. They gave Peyton Barber space to run. They kept Fitzpatrick clean. But overall, what a solid game by the O-line. So my prediction for next week, the defending Super Bowl champions Philadelphia Eagles are coming to Tampa to play. And honestly, I think Tampa's going to take this game. The Eagles haven't really done anything all preseason or against the Falcons to show that they can put up a lot of points. But I'm confident that in Tampa, we'll be able to pull it off. I think the stadium's going to be loud and rocking after this win. Everybody's going to be hype. I think home field advantage is going to do us well. And I don't know. Eagles defense is pretty good, but I feel like the way Fitzpatrick's been playing and with home field, I think we'll be able to do pretty well on offense. I don't think it's going to be a high scoring game like this one. It's definitely not going to be no 48-40. I think the Bucs can, you know, win it with about 24 to 27 points, maybe 20 to be honest. I don't think it's a high scoring game. I think the Bucs defense will show up at home. Usually, as bad as the Bucs defense has been, they have played well at home and they've been able to hold teams to a lower amount of points. So I really think the Bucs will be able to pull this off against Philly, and I think we will be 2-0 to start the season. And I think that's great. I don't think anybody expected us to play this well. I don't think anybody expected Fitzpatrick to play this well. So Fitzpatrick even plays 70% of how well he played today. I think we pull it off against the Eagles, and I think we start the season off 2-0. So that is my reaction and review to the Week 1 game against the New Orleans Saints. If you are new here, make sure you click the subscribe button down below, like and comment. Let's get a discussion going. Let's get Bucs Nation up in here. Let's get Bucs Nation strong online. Let's get a good, strong presence. Let's go Bucs. Buc Nation all day. Siege the day. I don't even think the Bucs use Siege the day anymore. Bucs Nation, it's a Buc life. Let's get this season going.